Welcome to the Infield Media Center. Today's winner of the Hell of a Good 200, driver number 18, Combos Toyota, Kyle Busch. Kyle scored a perfect driver rating of 150 today. It's also he's 4-1 when he runs the Combo as a primary sponsor in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series and Nationwide Series. So, Kyle, tell us about your run.
It was a really good race for us today. You know, we had a great race car rolling off the truck. The guys at Jason and all the guys back at the shop at Joe Gibbs Racing did a great job and preparing a cool piece. You know, we come out here and just fine-tuned on it a little bit yesterday and had a great qualifying effort this morning with a new track record, and we had a fast race car today. So Denny got the jump on me on the initial start and got up there a little bit, led a few laps. I was a little too loose to get going, and then chased him back down, got by him, and set sail from there. So our guys on pit road were unbeatable. They had great race stops, and we just made some fine adjustments to it again on pit road there one time during the race, and it seemed to work out for us. So car just took off like a flash on them restarts. So it was really cool to ride a car like that.
We're also joined by today's winning crew chief, Jason Ratcliff. Jason, tell us about your view from on top of the box.
It was fun. I told Kyle earlier that I don't know if this thing's on or not. That he makes it fun. Just sit back in that seat up there and enjoy the weather. So, like he said, we had a great car all weekend, similar to what we ran here last fall. And the track kind of got away from us last fall, and I knew today that would probably be the key, was just stay on top of it with our adjustments. And we did, and it was a dominant car. We were able to stay up front. Great pit stops, and the guys just do an awesome job here. This is just one of those tracks for us that just seems to work with our package and our setup. So hopefully we can win a lot more here.
We'll open up questions from media. Start with Vince.
Vince Bonfigley with GarageTalkLive.com. Kyle, the race was going along pretty smooth. Did you ever have the inkling that it's coming at the end, and sure enough it did?
Yeah, I was just trying to get to that white flag and couldn't get there. We just seems like we can always find something in the last 10 laps to get a caution. We had a car that was slow on the racetrack, not sure. I guess 80 miles an hour is too slow, and they decided to throw a yellow, but is what it is. I knew we had a great race car. If we could just get through the restarts and not have anybody turn me sideways like did happen on a restart, or somebody beat me down in turn one, get in front of me, I felt like I could get back by him, but I knew it was going to make my job a lot harder. But the restart was just trying to bide your time to get into the restart line. You didn't want to jump too soon, and then because those guys on the inside, the second place guy would keep wanting to creep up there a little faster, which then would draw me faster, and so he would almost set the tone for the restart. So you got to be conscious of that and make sure that you're doing what you want to do to get a good restart.
Additional questions for these gentlemen? We'll go to the back.
Brian Keith, frontstretch.com. Kyle, you've it's been reported recently that you're not going to be defending your nationwide title this year. Knowing that you're not running for points now, does that change your approach to running these races?
It changes your approach a little bit. Not a whole lot. We just got to make sure that we do that we go out there and try to win races. I mean, that's what we're here to do anyway. Last year, even though we were going for the championship, we were still racing for wins. And I felt like this year, just having the tone kind of change a little bit doesn't change a whole lot for us. We still want to win as many as we can. We were going after the Owners' Championship, so we can secure that. That'd be better for us too. But it's frustrating to want to go for it and not be allowed. But it's better for what we're doing on Sundays. I feel like that's the big prize. We got to make sure that we run well there, and we can win a championship on the Sprint Cup level. And maybe once we get that done, then we'll run for both championships again. But at least getting the first one would be best.
Al.
Yeah, Kyle, Al Pearson, Auto Week. Did you see Boyer coming up through the pack to get Hamlin? And when he got him, did you think they might put Denny back where he belonged or back where he was when he got wrecked?
I did not see him coming. I didn't see it happen until after it was over. I saw Denny turn sideways. But as far as them giving his spot back, I've been through that scenario in 2006, I believe it was, at Loudon with Casey Kane, where he came through the field and ran me over after I spun him out on the racetrack. So, and they didn't give me my spot back. So I figured, well, here's some consistency. What are they going to do? Are they going to give it to him or not? And I don't know if he had too much damage to not come up there. I don't know if he tried to get a spot back and they told him no. But results were he didn't start next to me. So whatever the answer was what it was.
Additional questions? Come back to Vince.
This is Vince Bonfigley, WNJC Radio. Do you think sometimes NASCAR's a little too quick to throw the yellow? Like, would you rather have seen the yellow not come out for that slow car?
I would say yes, but in some instances, there could be danger on the track. I don't know, and they don't know. They've got to go out there and search it. So they do what they think is best. They're the ones that are up top that have the eye over the racetrack that can see everything going on. They've got the TV cameras, so maybe they saw something that the rest of us couldn't. But from my vantage point, it felt like they just needed to let that car continue on its way to the pit area and let bygones be bygones.
Anything further? Gentlemen, Steve?
PRN. Kyle, chances for the sweep and the win tomorrow as well?
Well, so far so good. Should have won last night. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but unfortunately had some issues there. But had a great race truck, so those guys did a nice job. And then today, Jason and these guys gave me a fast piece where we were able to run that well and win the race. And so we're hoping that tomorrow's M&M's Camry is just as strong and that we can work towards going for that sweep. I feel pretty good about it. I know there's a lot of guys in the garage area saying we're really good, but you're only as good as your race. You still got to run the race, so they don't pay right now.
Gentlemen, congratulations. Thank you for your time.